Okay, no blah blah.
More Japanese monsters in Roblox. There's a lot of creepy monsters that have been inspired by actual Japanese folklore, and so we'll be
Okay, Gashadokuro. I don't know why I say it with a Mexican accent or some shit like this, but yeah.
taking a look at more of them, starting with Shinigami. Now, if you've seen Death Note or have played the Mimic,
By the way, if you didn't saw Death Note, I think it's really... Okay, I'm going to be hated for what I'm going to say. Top 10, at least for me, top 10. Top 5 is maybe a little too... Yeah, it could be top 5, but top 10. Go watch it.
then you might have some idea of what a Shinigami is. Now, Shinigami is two Japanese words combined. There's Shin, which means death, and then Kami, which means spirit or god. So combining those two, you get the death spirit, which is exactly what the Shinigami is. They are spirits of the dead, which are able to possess and attack those that are currently living. Yet it is said that the Shinigami are attracted to death and look around the bodies that have been recently deceased. They're also known to hang around areas where it's been tainted by evil, especially places where murders took place in. Yet the Shinigami go to these areas and then they look around to hunt for any humans that are nearby. Now, it is often said in Japanese folklore that if any human were to see a Shinigami, they're considered to be doomed and suffer an unnatural and violent death. Now, there are ways to deal with Shinigamis. Like it says here, if you have a cup of tea or a bowl of rice and lie down to sleep, the Shinigami won't be able to possess you, so you'll be able to escape like that. So I guess just always have tea or rice next to you. Tomino's Hell. So this is actually a poem about a boy named Tomino and how he travels through a hellish landscape surrounded by disturbing imagery revolving around suffering, punishment, and loneliness. Yeah, the story is often tied with this image right here, where it just looks very creepy and
Yeah, it's a bit creepy.
disturbing because they're kind of staring at your soul here. But yeah, the whole myth about this thing is that you're not supposed to read the poem out loud.
Hey, this place look like the Tukiteo's place, where in the book, I think book 1, chapter 4, when you are in the basement.
Because if you do, tragic things will happen to you. Yet this whole urban legend got popular on 2chan, but the poem has existed for many years at this point. And now as for this creepy image right here, that's not actually Tomino. No, this is actually a painting by Yuko Tatsumi, and the painting is called I Can No Longer Be a Bride. Yeah, it's got some pretty dark origin, so I'm not gonna talk about it in this video.
Yeah, better not, but I'm trying to... Okay, it's morbid. It's a little morbid. Like, I'm trying to imagine what's under the blurred area. So, yeah.
Here. So, yeah.
Don't try, I think. Oh, I thought it was organs, like, full of guts and all of these things. But I see that she has toes. That means it's not guts, maybe.
Yeah, someone just decided to get this disturbing painting as well as this poem and turn them both into a creepy myth. Ningen. So I've talked about this creature a couple of times. So it's this weird looking creature right here, yet the upper half kind of looks like a whale or a dolphin or something, and then the back part of it looks normal too, kind of like a regular fish tail, but then it's got these weird creepy arms that look almost humanoid. Yet the Ningen is said to be about 20 to 30 meters long, and this creature also originated on 2chan, where it claimed that a crew of whale researchers witnessed the Ningen as it surfaced near the ship. Yet the crew thought that it was like a submarine or some other man.
Oh, I thought it was in Roblox. Okay, in Roblox. I thought it was just about the mimic, but okay, let's keep going. Yeah, I thought it was about to refer to... I think it was both 2 chapter 2 at the end, the boss fight, like when the whale ejects you, or the lantern. I don't remember which one. What's the name of the lantern? But I get that.
Made object, but when they got closer to it, that's when the mysterious creature would just vanish into the water. And ever since that 2chan post, it just got more and more popular. Like, people started capturing crazy things in the water and calling it actual footage of the Ningen. Yeah, like this video here is from 19 years ago, and it's just this strange aquatic creature that I honestly have never seen and unsure what it is. Yeah, I've shown this video before, but this is a video from 15 years ago where the Japanese Enoshima Aquarium would post just a YouTube video showing the ocean life. You know, everything seems normal in this video. It's 2 minutes long, but then towards the end here, you notice something strange just coming out of the deep ocean abyss. Yeah, look, there it is right there. Yeah, isn't that disturbing? It looks like a whale-like creature, but it's just creepy looking. Yeah, many people believe that this is an actual sighting of a ningen, but more than likely it's just an unusual rock formation, and then those eyes are actually like
It looked like a dolphin.
sponges or something like that. Still, pretty creepy. Hanako-san. So Hanako-san appears in the Mimic.
In a mimic? What?
There's also a lot of different YouTube videos about them.
Oh, is it not Heihachi, but wait, let's see what he's going to say.
But now, what exactly is Hanako-san? Well, she's a toilet ghost. And no, I'm not kidding. Yeah, her
Toilet ghost. The only toilet ghost we know in the mimic is Ekemanto.
full title is Toire no Hanako-san. Toire in Japanese means toilet. And now the legend of Hanako-san is that she's known to typically haunt elementary school restrooms, specifically the third stall in the third floor toilet. Yet there's a lot of different stories about Hanako-san and her origins, but she's also typically known to wear a white shirt with red skirt and suspenders. But now the legend goes that when a student knocks on her stall 3 times and asks if Hanako is there, a scratchy voice will reply, yes. And now if the student opens the stall door, Hanako-san will pull them down into the toilet and kill them. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. I'm literally just reading yokai.com. They've got a good amount of toilet ghosts. But yeah, there are ways to actually escape Hanako-san. Like, for example, if you show her a test sheet with a perfect score or a school milk carton, she'll probably freak out and you'll be able to escape. So yeah, do good.
I think it reminds me, and I think the Mimic should add this, like, as a, not a jump scare, but a special event. Like, you know, in the Mimic, there's 2 toilets. There's the first, when you play the, what's the chapter again? I think it was, yeah, the first one, the really first one, book 1, chapter 1. When you are in the first, you first open the door of the school, and you turn your head to the left, and there is Ekemanto. At least if he is here. And when you go outside and you take the key, you unlock the door, there is this sakura, there is this tree, the sakura tree, and you go to the other door to get jump scared by the I think Heihachi. There is a door just next to the door. Just next to the door you are supposed to go, and it is toilet. They should just add this character there. Maybe it would be funny. But also it reminds me of Ekemanto. When he asks you blue or red, you are supposed to be saying green, not any other color.
But in school.
And I think in the true legend, he's asking you about 2 toilet papers. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous. The blue one or the red one. And I think you have to reply something a little silly. I don't remember what, but hell no.
You don't die by a toilet monster. Now, the exact story as to why Hanako-san is a ghost is still somewhat of a mystery. Like, this story has existed since the 1950s, but in a lot of her origins, Hanako-san was an average schoolgirl when suddenly she was being chased by a madman. She would run into her school and hide in the 3rd floor bathroom in the 3rd stall, but the man still found her and killed her. And since this all occurred during the holidays, school was out and nobody was able to find her for several days, and so therefore she became a restless ghost and decided to just always haunt the bathroom stalls. Gasha Dokuro. Now these guys are essentially giant skeletons, and they're typically found in areas with mass graves or battlegrounds. So pretty much any places where a war or a giant battle took place in, these guys will appear. And now their diet here says none, but they also still enjoy eating humans. And the way they do that is they silently creep up and catch humans, crushing them with their hands or biting their heads right off. Yet these giant skeletons are known to wander around at nighttime, and something to point out is that these skeletons at some point were actually once humans. Yeah, it says here that they were once soldiers whose bodies rotted in the fields and victims of famine who die unknown in the wilderness. Unable to pass on, their souls are reborn as ghosts, longing eternally for that which they once had. These people die with anger and pain in their hearts. When the bones of hundreds of victims gather together into one mass, they form the humongous skeletal monster known as the Gashadokuro. So yeah, pretty much 100 people makes up one of these giant skeleton monsters.
He's not the most scary monster, but when you look at it, like... Wait, where is it? Just here. This scene. They seem like they are in a cave exploration and they heard a noise like someone was trying to catch them. And they try to escape, but there is just one little hole. And they all try at the same time to escape through this hole at the same time. But they are blocked because they cannot escape. Because, you know, in the rush, they just all run for the survive. It's funny to me.
Dokuro. So yeah, pretty much 100 people makes up one of these giant skeleton monsters. Yeah, it's simple the way it looks, but it's got a very tragic backstory. Like skeleton monsters. Yeah, it's simple.
This one is way more scarier than the one we have in the Mimic. I wonder why they didn't... Oh, maybe it's already used by some other games. I think that's why I'm stupid.
Well, the way it looks, but it's got a very tragic backstory. Like seeing one of these skeletons is actually seeing...
Hell no. Quicker, please. Don't have your time.
Being 100 restless human souls. Dodomeki. So this is a strange one. It's this woman.
Oh, so Dodomeki has a... Okay.
Right here with very long arms, and in each of her arms are tiny bird eyes. Yeah, that's literally what it says right here, tiny bird eyes. Yeah, Dodomeki actually means 100 eye demon, and the story of the Dodomekis is that they were once human girls who actually enjoyed stealing money. And now because of this, the girls would become cursed with very long arms and small bird eyes all around them. Yet the whole long arms is a figure of speech in Japan where it refers to someone who likes to steal a lot. So that's why they're given very long arms. And now as for the tiny bird eyes, there's a comparison with the Japanese coins, how some of them have holes in them, which kind of makes it look like a bird's eye, which is why they get cursed with those. The Nure Ona. So in Roblox the Mimic, there's this creature known as Nagisa, which is, this snake-like entity right here. And now this creature here is actually based on the famous Japanese yokai, the Nure Ona. Now the Nure Ona are typically found in coasts and rivers. They're pretty much vampire-type sea serpents who feast on humans, so kind of similar to the sirens in how they lure sailors over to them. In some Japanese folklore, the Nure Ona have arms. Sometimes they don't, though. And now they're known to be stronger than human. But despite this, they prefer to catch their prey, aka humans, through trickery. Yet the Nure Ona will magically disguise themselves as a distressed woman carrying a bundled up baby. They cry out for help from fishers, sailors, or anybody passing.
It is so ridiculous. How, like... No. I'm really serious. How people who see this... First of all, she has no normal body. So she has a body of a fucking snake. And secondly, she has a baby. Like, how come... I think it's mostly men, let's be honest. I think... I won't say messed up things, but... How come you see a woman like this who don't look human, and you decide, okay, I'm gonna try to not attract, but to help this woman. She's not even human. And when you think twice, it's so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like you are seeing something uncanny, and you still decide to help this woman. If it was a man, I don't think a lot of people would help. But as it's a woman, she's pretty, she's this, she's that. I think it's mostly men's fault. So if you are dead to this kind of woman, I'm not sorry about your case. I don't care.
by, and then when the humans approach them, the Nura Onna will plead for the human to hold their baby just for a moment so that she can rest. If he agrees and takes the baby, it ends up becoming as heavy as a boulder, causing them to be unable to move, and that's when the Nura Onna is able to attack their victims. And they do this by draining their blood with their long serpentine tongue. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of like a spider with their webs and everything, how they trap insects and then they become helpless and the spider can just feast on them whenever they want. Very disturbing.
Oh yeah, nice comparison. But yeah, I don't blame them, to be honest. I'm not sure about human, I don't blame the snake lady. Okay.
Disturbing, but also very fascinating. Anyways, if you like this video,
Anyways, good video as always. I learned some things that I'm maybe trying to take notes about. So yeah, bye bye.